Nobody talks about this, but it changes everything. Do you have a habit of overcomplicating things that should be simple? I'm not here to sell you a productivity hack, tell you to journal at 4 a.m., or send you on a wellness retreat. I just want to talk about a plastic robot. I was at a comic convention a while back, wandering around, soaking it all in, and then boom, I see it. Dragun. One of those giant Shogun warrior toys from the 70s and 80s. 2 feet tall, bright red, totally goofy looking, with arms that shot off missiles. And just like that, I was 6 years old again. I literally had that exact action figure. And no, it's not a doll. I stood there grinning like an idiot, not because the toy was high tech or rare or valuable, but because it reminded me of how easy it used to be to feel joy. We live in a world that thrives on complication. More meetings, more apps, more content. We trick ourselves into thinking happiness is just waiting past the next milestone, purchase, or deadline. But the truth is, it's usually the simple stuff that fills us up. I played high school football, badly, but I'll never forget that one thing my coach told me: kiss. Not the band, not anything inappropriate. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Football can get way too complicated. At its core, it's blocking, tackling, catching, running. But teams constantly overthink, trying to out-strategize each other, and they just end up confusing themselves. Life's no different. Keep it simple, stupid. A walk with your dog, a good playlist, a dumb joke that makes you laugh harder than it should, a real conversation with someone who listens. These aren't luxuries, they're lifelines. That dragon figure reminded me that joy and imagination don't need bells and whistles. They just need space. Less is more is a cliche for a reason. When we strip away the noise, we can finally hear what matters. You don't need to reinvent your life. Just declutter it a little bit. Say no to that thing you're dreading. Clean out the junk drawer in your brain. Pick up that hobby you shelved because it wasn't productive. Spoiler: joy is productive. Stillness is productive. Reconnecting with what makes us human, that's productive. So here's your assignment. Find one simple thing that brings you joy and do it today. No agenda, no strings. Then come back and share it in the comments. Let's remind each other that joy doesn't have to be complicated, expensive, or even Instagram worthy. It just has to be real. When the world gets too loud, go back to the basics. That's where the magic still lives. Remember, we probably can't change our hardware, but we can update our software. Follow for more unfiltered takes on creativity, communication, and being a better human.